We are back. This is Joe Holka Show presented by Underdog Fantasy. Breakout running backs. It is draft season after all. I'm sure you're going to be getting ready for your draft in your home league. Maybe you're playing some best ball drafts on Underdog Fantasy, which I would recommend, by the way. Support the channel. Promo code Holka. It's going to get you into Best Ball Mania 2 for free, or you can use that $25 to do whatever you want on the app. We're going to be ramping these up a ton over the next month in our community, so we'd love for you to join us. But I know you don't have all day, so let's get you in and get you out. Chase Edmonds, running back 27, 79th overall per Underdog Fantasy. I get it. James Conner was signed to take over that Kenyon Drake role from last year, a role that led to a ton of touchdowns in 2020 and didn't leave many of those high equity touches for Edmonds. But what if Conner's done? JJ Zacharyson did an amazing study about breakout running backs recently. You should check it out. But the general idea was that there's a ton of upside in targeting the running back one from an ambiguous backfield. Far more upside and breakout potential than praying that a stud's handcuff pays off. What you want to look for is a team's running back one outside the top 24 running backs, where the team's running back 2 is actually not too far behind in average draft position. Guys like Etienne, Sermon, Javonte, and Edmonds. The guy who finishes the 4th overall running back from purely receiving production in 2020. And if he can capture a few more touchdowns this year, he's going to break out in a big way relative to where you can grab him in drafts. Travis Etienne, running back 22, 61st overall per Underdog Fantasy. So regardless of what you think about what Urban Meyer and company have done this offseason, questionable at best, Etienne checks a ton of boxes when it comes to speed and size, but the main draw here is how good he is in the passing game. Most yards after the catch per reception in college football last year, and it wasn't especially close for running backs with 35 or more catches. PFF rated him as the best receiver at the position, and his 588 yards through the air trailed no one. He's even taking all of his reps at wide receiver in camp, so I can hear in the comments already, what about Laviska Shenault? Overzet, I'm looking at you, buddy. But I agree with Ian here. We already know that Etienne is to be playing the Percy Harvin role. DJ Chark and Marvin Jones on the outside, probably a lock. So not everyone can eat. Laviska and Robinson were probably the biggest losers as far as I'm concerned with this draft pick. Etienne breaks out in a big way in 2021. Trey Sermon, running back 26, 77th overall per Underdog Fantasy. San Francisco's another one of those ambiguous backfields that JJ showed us can provide huge breakout potential at the running back positions. So I'm intrigued here. Shanahan traded up in the 3rd round to get him, and Trey Sermon has just been racking up first-team reps since the draft over Raheem Mostert, a guy who has struggled mightily to stay healthy over the years and never proven to be able to handle a workhorse workload. The 49ers actually have one of the best running back schedules in the entire league this year, so even if Sermon ends up being mostly a bench stash out of the gates, if throughout the season things break his way from a workload perspective, he's absolutely a breakout running back with league-winning upside. I say league-winning because the 49ers also happen to be playing the Texans as double-digit favorites in the Fantasy Football Championship week. Just saying. I want to know your top breakout running back for 2021. Let me know in the comments, all right? Good talk.